Going live, going live, going live. Let's do it. We are getting gap times, which means it's quali time. Okay, cool. Awesome. We're looking good. Okay, all good, all set up. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't, let me know. Leclerc is out immediately. He avoided any penalties. He replaced his old power unit. It looks like he's using the spec. I guess that'd be the spec 2. So it's not necessarily the biggest deal in the world. They're making it seem like he's never driven this. I mean, he's driven this spec before. It's not huge. So, but it is. I mean, it is going to be a big deal. That's why he's out there. So let's get a refresh going. Awesome. Okay, you can hear me. How you doing, Pedro? Good. Tailwind is coming into the track. The data will be updating once they make their full couple laps. Give it 30 more seconds, guys. Thanks for your patience. Okay, we are running. We are picking up data. Here we go. Everyone's starting on softs here. This is going to be a very, very rambunctious qualifying session per usual. A little bit different than normal, I will say, though. The FP3 session was, there we go. We're moving, data going, looking good. Awesome. Okay, thank you for your patience. So the FP3 session was a lot more intense than normal due to the the Circuit of Americas is unique because of how bumpy it always is. The drivers always complain about it, and nothing ever changes, I feel like. But, yeah, so... there have been, I was keeping track of all the people that have made mistakes, but there's been so many errors. And it's just, it's almost like, you see people like Grosjean already out there, obviously running some purple sectors. Basically, anyone who runs right now is going to run a purple sector, but everyone's turning it around. Everyone's had some errors, but it's about how you recover. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see. This is called not FP3. Sorry about that. This is the qualifying session. Sorry, mechanical keyboard, guys. All right, Leclerc is out again, running quick. He looks like he's pushing it officially. So we've got his data up there. We've got Alex Albon, who's run the fastest time so far. Actually, that's a very strong lap from Albon. Usually these early ones, you can kind of call them early, but that's actually a very quick time now that we look at that. Look at those sector times. Carlos just ran a very, very strong lap. So like I said, guys, on the website, you can check it out, but you can mouse over your favorite driver. We see... let's see here. Drop down to the table. So Carlos just put in the best lap time. That's worth noting right there. That's the wrong car. That should be a McLaren, but that is Carlos Sainz. Verstappen steps right in front of him. Wow, yeah, they are coming out swinging. They are not messing around. So that time Verstappen just put in. So, and again, guys, if you know anything like this, because like I said, I have to build this by hand. So this Carlos Sainz, like how I need to make this a bright orange McLaren. But it looks like he's confirming that Lando Norris time from FP3. Okay, looking at the times and sector times themselves, Hamilton just put in a great lap right behind Valtteri. So this will be pretty cool, unlike the other sessions, how the cars weren't moving as much. But this session they will. They'll move around a ton. Wait for the race. That'll be even more exciting. But let me know, and also if you're listening to the broadcast, let me know if this is quicker. Again, I keep noticing that this is much, much quicker, which would be nice to know. Okay, we see Gasly step up. Some of these are jumbled around, these cars, but just go by the name. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe it looks like it's actually just Gasly and Carlos Sainz. Duly noted. But that is the right name and the right time. All good. Magnussen is on a incredible lap. Looking at his data. That right there, that is a mega lap. This is purple, by the way. So Magnussen is on a wonderful lap. This 37.8. Okay, so he just got beat by Albon. All right. Let's see where he ends up. Probably good enough for P7. Magnussen here coming through in a second. Yep, Magnussen pops up into P10. Okay. So Leclerc is coming through. It looks like the teams think it's rubbering in, so expect a lot more. This is one of those things where they're right coming down to the last second. I mean, per usual, nothing changing there, but coming down to the last second, they're going to be putting in some pretty quick lap times. So I will be picking up this commentary. Obviously, I'm not going to step away because it's all too bang, bang quick, but okay, Leclerc, let's check Leclerc sectors. Leclerc looks like he just got disrupted by something, so he stepped off a little bit. Not necessarily a full abort, but yeah, just a reminder, Perez switched his power unit, but he's already got a penalty because of the weighbridge, so nothing doing. Yeah, so like I just said, Leclerc backed off. He went very purple. 25.007. Yeah, so yeah, that put him at 7th. So this 25.007 is just smashing everyone, as you can tell, and it looks like he backed off. So let's see what he can do. I'll actually step away for a second so you can hear me, or so you can see the full graph. So most of it looks like most of it's not even close. So Valtteri puts P3 in danger. Robert Kubica, George Russell, Perez, Giovinazzi, Kimi Räikkönen are in trouble. I expect Kimi Räikkönen to be able to turn this around here in a second. Let's see. All right, so now we are in that little dull period where they make their initial preliminary runs. 4 minutes left exactly. So Let's see what happens here in a second. But they will probably come out based on the fact I just said about it rubbering in. This may be a little bit of shenanigans going on. So I don't think some of these teams are willing to risk it. But looking at the lap times themselves, where is the danger? So right here, 135.308. This cutoff's got to be, I mean, let's see, where is P10? Gasly might be in trouble. What do you guys think? If you're watching, what do you think the cutoff is? I'm going to put it at Gasly. Usually it's about P7. Leclerc's got to get back out there, especially with his engine problems. So 8 cars in pit, 6 just came out. Looks like Hamilton's not messing around. He's staying out there. I think it's interesting that Leclerc made his error and had to back off. A little bit of traffic going on. The pack looks like it's led by Hülkenberg as these times flash. Let's see what happens here. All right, these are all out laps, by the way, so they're going to be pretty slow. So the second this hits here, this sector 3 time, and they loop back around, we are running. This is going to be exciting. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Looks like Hamilton is going to stay out officially. Yeah, Hamilton, more. This is what I was talking about in all these, on the blogs and the videos I'm talking about with you guys. In the 3 hours I've been watching of this practice so far, Hamilton does not look comfortable. I'm telling you, he doesn't look comfortable. Vettel has made the least amount of mistakes. Well, up there with Max. I think Max is guilty of overdriving sometimes, but okay, we are on the final few corners, looping around. Okay. All right, here we go. We are racing. Okay, Hülkenberg's looks like his mini sectors. He's put in a couple yellows. Nothing crazy. Hülkenberg needs to pick it up. He is P12. That's not going to be good enough. 134.791 was his previous lap time. This Sector 2's got to be good. 37.437 for Hülkenberg in his second sector. I mean, I don't know. Norris looks like he's on a much better lap. Hülkenberg does not look that strong right now. Let's see where Norris actually ends up. Yeah, it looks like Sergio Perez is done. All right, Hülkenberg comes through at a 134.0. Now that's good enough, probably. Gasly might be in trouble. What happened to Lando? Okay, Lando's not all the way through yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he is. So he puts it through in a P1. That 37.1 middle sector right there is very strong. His pace is real. Wow. Wow. Lando Norris is 37.1. That is huge. Lando took the Sector 2 and Sector 3 purple times. Ricciardo goes P7. In danger. Gasly, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Perez, Russell, Kubica. Kvyat goes 13. Grosjean drops to 14. Grosjean in danger. sitting on 15. Giovinazzi out. Gasly runs a incredible lap. So Grosjean goes P4. Grosjean survives after wrecking. Survives. Well done. Giovinazzi steps out. Raikkonen drops down. Wow. What did I say? 34 and a half. They really picked that up. So, thanks very much, man. Glad you like it. So it looks like 134.1. Okay, so that's usually a good indicator of how the rest of this is going to go. It looks like this is going to be faster than everyone thought. The midfield are pushed. This is exactly what everyone wanted. The midfield are definitely pushing the top teams. Norris, God, that is a real time. All right, we're going to have a little bit of gap time. I'm going to actually, I'm going to move my face. Leave this data refreshing. They're on outlap. So as you see these updating really slow times, they're on outlap. So I'll be right back. But good, it's in sync. Okay. Oh, you guys, that's right. You guys in Brazil don't have this. Awesome. You guys don't have sector times, I don't think, because I don't think it's licensed in Brazil. This is one of the reasons I made it for the Brazil audience especially. So good. Okay, I will be right back. They're gonna be in this little pause period. Okay, we are back. Okay, cool. So we are back. We are running. It looks like we're on mediums, which is exactly what I thought was going to happen. A very hard, long race on mediums, tire management, throw on the softs, race to the end. These compounds are a step harder than last year, and we saw a lot going on in Mexico that proved that these tires can take some wear and tear. So yeah, this is not that surprising. So the car's all reset, as you see on the data screen. The first interval, or I guess not interval, I guess technically a gap. The first gap occurs. Leclerc is running very, very strong. See where he ends up here in a second. So whatever they set the fastest time on, this is what they're going to start the race on. This is sector 1 and 2 times come in. It's like Vettel is on a great, great lap. Wow, Gasly. And yeah, I know that, guys, this is, I know this Gasly still says this bright orange McLaren. I'll fix that. It's swapped with Carlos Sainz. All right, here we go. Here are the gaps. Lando looks, yeah, so Hamilton's on his flyer right now. You'll see this data. This is the live data. This is the actual flyer lap data. So when we light up, that's the new updated sector information. Hamilton's definitely going to be P1. No question about it. He's definitely turning it up. Vettel definitely turned it up as well, so don't be surprised if he pops up here in 2 seconds when he comes through in the final sector. Valtteri puts in a 133.160. Leclerc pops into P3 at 133.188. Hamilton takes that P2, that sector 2 time and sector 3 purple time. So 37.155. Someone's going to drop into 32s here in a second. Hulkenberg finishes his flyer finally. This right here, this is supposed to be a little bit more reflective of the gap time on the race coming up. This is actually like more of a race pace gap time. So I can change all this math, but I wanted you guys to be able to see it. So let's see here. Carlos Sainz sits P5. Gasly sits P6. Ricardo steps in there. Kvyat took a purple sector though. That's that's promising for him. Let's see as he finishes his flyer. Okay. Yeah, some of these are swapped around. Again, sorry guys. Yeah, this is all good to know. It's just these pictures. The times are still good. Albon steps in P1. Wow. So Verstappen is only good for P3, but worth noting that sector time for P3 is the best overall. Purple. You got a 132. I told you that was coming. Alex Albon drops a unbelievable lap. All right, looks like that's the preliminary. And they're going to be doing the second run here in a second. We've got 8 minutes left in Q2. Let me know, guys. I think actually a timer might be good. Yeah, the Red Bull, like I said, the rake and the wake. That's like the story of the weekend. That Red Bull looks really good. And that's straight up. Verstappen being second to Albon there. And that's a pretty decent gap, right? Like, that's pretty good. So Albon looks really good right now. He was very quiet in the qualifying, in the preliminary sessions, but like I said, he's got a lot of confidence when he doesn't have to battle back from these shunts. Leclerc saying he's good. He doesn't really think anything else will help further. He's sitting in pits right now. It might be a mistake. This might be a what was that? Where was that? Was that in Monaco where he sat in and it was a bad idea and he tried to run out last second? It sounds like he doesn't want to go back out. I've just turned on his radio this year. But I think Leclerc is actually sitting on softs. Leclerc sitting on mediums. Okay. Albon ran that 132 on softs, though. That's worth noting. While the other 5 drivers are on mediums. Okay, they're doing their cooldowns. Well, no, every single driver is in pit lane. In their pit. 6 minutes left. Again, they're going to try to go out as late as normal. Cutoff times. Okay, let's say it before the broadcast does. I will name mine. If you guys are brave enough, tell me yours. If you're rewatching this, let's see how wrong I am. All right. So, Danger Zone, Magnussen. Oof. That's going to be close. They just dropped into 132s. I'm going to put knockout at 133.5. Actually, no. What did we say at the end of the last lap? It's going to be quicker, so I'm going to go 133.25. 133.250 is the danger zone. My official guess. Let's see how stupid I am. So they're still sitting in pit lane. Nothing to show you. All right, I'll give you a couple minutes of break from my voice, and I'll be right back when the first car steps back out. But my danger zone is 133.250. Okay, we are back. We are running 2.5 minutes left. Outlaps all going interesting. So, Mercedes on the red tippers. What usually happens is, just like they did in Mexico, they'll back off. They do not want to start on these softs. I don't really even know why they're doing this, to be frank. They both look safe. Actually, no, they don't. But didn't I say a 133 and a quarter? So that's okay. That's smart. The Ferrari, though, worth noting, are both on the mediums. The only drivers on the mediums. That's interesting. They've got to be planning to turn up this engine then. All right, so Stroll's the first one through. $25,387. That's actually pretty strong, but okay. We see immediately Lando Norris dropping with Magnussen. 25 even lower. Yeah, I might be off. This might be a quicker cutoff time at a 133.2. Too flat. I'm gonna stay at 133.2 and a quarter though. 25.8 for Gasly. Okay, that's slower than anyone we've seen so far. And this secondary run through Q2. Just a reminder, with a 106. Let's look at the little mini sectors. The mini sectors by turn, Lando Norris looks the best thus far of the drivers out. The top teams just started. So we've got Leclerc leading the top 6 drivers. But outside of that, yeah, Lando Norris putting in some pretty good times. Vettel is coming out hot. This first is I guarantee this sector 1 by Vettel is going to be quick. Might even be purple. So you'll see some adjustments by these cars here in a second. No one's really dominating the purple mini corners just yet. Everyone in the top 6, though, are taking a couple. Okay, that changes. Vettel starts to dominate the top 6. Vettel goes thrice in a row purple, and one gets taken by Valtteri as he picks up steam. So we got a big shuffle. That Verstappen time right here, this 24.879, or sorry, this 36 is the purple. Leclerc takes P1. Note these times, by the way. Verstappen beats Leclerc in Sector 1. Verstappen beats Leclerc in Sector 2. 4. What happened to... Are you guys watching if they talked about it? What happened here? So this is like the storyline you won't hear. 4 seconds. Leclerc went purple and Verstappen +4. That puts... I wonder if he backed off. He had to have backed off. Can you imagine what Verstappen's time would have been? By the way, 4 seconds. Wow, honestly, if he would have ran what Leclerc did, that would have put him in the 120... Am I reading that right? Wow. Okay, so we've got into the shootout. Leclerc, Vettel, Albon, Hamilton. Yeah, so like I said, the back off was probably what happened. So Hamilton in P4, Verstappen P5, Valtteri P6 through to the shootout. P7, Lando through to the shootout. Carlos, Ricciardo, and Gasly. Okay, so just heard Verstappen's radio and very upset. Kvyat's, yeah, so Kvyat did run a 133.785. A 785 would not have cleared him, though. That would have put him at P11. So there might be an investigation there. Hulkenberg out, Magnussen out, Kvyat out, Stroll out, Grosjean out. That is your Q2 for the United States Grand Prix. Great. Okay, I will be back here in a couple minutes. They're going to reset. But like I said, out, you've got Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Kvyat, Stroll, Grosjean. Okay, we are updated on the blog itself. You can check it out on crankyyankee.com. I've updated who's been all kicked out. And we are on to the shootout. There is no investigation necessary with the incident. There was an incident around Max and Verstappen. No investigation necessary. And we are now kicking off the session. Okay, we are outlapping. Norris, Sainz, and Gasly all step out first. Time to shoot out 11 minutes and 14 seconds. Okay, here we go. Everyone that just stepped out on track for the shootout is on soft tires. So they are outlapping. Leading the train will be Gasly. So that'll be interesting. For this preliminary run, this will be one of those things where it's who can finish last. Vettel led Leclerc. Let's see if there will be any toe issues. Verstappen went out alone. Verstappen and Alex Albon actually are splitting tire strategy, which will be interesting in and of itself with Albon starting on the soft tires. All right, here we go. Gasly kicks it off. Now, purple versus green is not going to mean much because technically this is considered a new sector. So just so you know what you're looking at, we'll see resetting times here for Sector 1, and that's how you know we're on the actual shootout pace. Gasly runs a 25.2. The fastest so far of anyone who's run through in the shootouts. Faster than Hamilton. Leclerc, wow. 24.518. Wow. That is quick. Vettel finishes his sector time with a 24.615, just behind Leclerc. That might be untouchable. 24.518. Maybe Verstappen, but Gasly put in, and as I say, Carlos Sainz goes 24.998. Gasly goes P1, takes that sector one time, 132.847. Lando Norris is just hanging around in that 133. So these times probably will get clipped looking at the speed, probably by Vettel. So Valtteri steps in and drops the drivers who had just finished their first preliminary runs, who will drop into 131. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be Leclerc here. Vettel finishes at 132.0. Super close. Here comes Leclerc. Okay, yeah, they couldn't beat it. Let's see where the times were. It looks like Sector 2 and Sector 3, it looks like Valtteri is really just dominating. He takes both of those in purple. Leclerc takes the purple sector 1. So they've got to find time in sector 2 and sector 3. Verstappen turned around and took sector 3. So the most amount of time I've seen is in sector 2. So whoever is fastest in sector 2 is usually the quicker ones, which was Valtteri. So as of right now, the preliminary runs, we've got Valtteri Bottas 132. No one stepped into 133. That's actually surprising. Vettel is P2. Verstappen P3 at a 132.1. Verstappen 132.191. Leclerc 132.227. Leclerc, I believe, is on those older tires. And I remind you, he's on that older power unit as well. All right, out laps, or not out laps, they're on their cooldown laps. Meanwhile, Ricardo so Hamilton having a really scruffy lap, honestly. 132, 321, 310. I mean, yeah, that's pretty significant, honestly. So he's a total, the gap time, 0.292. That's significant, right? Yeah, I would call that significant. Looking at his sector times themselves, if we actually look at them, we can see Hamilton lost 30.487 versus Hamilton 28.66. Where the hell did he lose it? Yeah. We are in the lull, by the way. That's why there's nothing happening. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left, guys. If you are watching or if you're here live, I really appreciate you. Feel free to leave tons of feedback, whatever you want. I'm thinking potentially maybe a timing system. I'll have to build it into this. So you got, I mean, if you're really, and this, the point of this is not necessarily yet to replace it. This just came out of nowhere. Obviously, I built my site in about a month. Built this in about a week. Next season, this will be a giant thing. My goal is to compete with the data you see at F1, so that we have to pay for. So I will be, that I can promise you, is it, if I can spend this and build it in a week, imagine what I can do in 2 seasons. So, or in an off season. So do not be shy. You can also check out the website, crankyyankee.com, and email me if you're just not comfortable. But if you subscribe to the channel, you'll know that I love feedback and I take it very serious. So we are still in the lull period. 3 minutes. They better not pull a Monza. Ricardo, Ghost Town, running alone. Weird. I don't know why he did that. If anyone's watching it live, let me know if something came out, but that's weird. All right, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's go, boys. You better get out. Okay, good. They got out earlier. I don't want to see a Monza. Officially, everyone's on track. We are going. Let's do it. Everyone's out laps. These will be yellow, very slow times, or I guess technically white. Verstappen comes on and complains about being early. You've got to give me a break. Guys don't learn. Okay. Just so you know what you're looking at, you will see Gasly leading. Gasly went first. Carlos Sainz will be right behind him leading this charge on this final lap, final charge to the United States Grand Prix to set the grid. All right, here we go. I guess technically Ricardo's going to lead the train, but Lando Norris. Here we go. Lando Norris at a 25.94. Just pipped by... No, yeah, technically he's in front of Carlos Sainz at a 24.974. Pretty good starts for Lando. Nothing purple, all green though. 24.706 for Verstappen. Good start to this final run for him. So he's already in front of Lando, already in front of Albon, who Albon ran a 24.758 for Sector 1. Favored right now, Sector 1 is Sebastian Vettel. Wow, Leclerc drops in front of Verstappen and Vettel at a 24.574. Verstappen, so Leclerc's on the best flyer right now. So 200s. Verstappen needs to step on it. Verstappen runs at 36.968. A full... I guess he's only 0.2 faster than Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz really did not have a great sector. Albon drops in front of Carlos Sainz, runs a 37.071 Sector 2, which is third fastest currently. Verstappen drops in, like I said, the 36s for Sector 2. He is faster than Leclerc for Sector 2. No one is faster than Leclerc Sector 2 currently. Verstappen runs at 30.422. Track evolution is not a thing for this. This is going to be tough. So Verstappen is quicker, much quicker than Vettel in Sector 3. Runs at 30.422. Verstappen goes 132.096. He stays third place. Leclerc comes through in fourth place. Oof, wow. Let's see what Valtteri can do. Vettel does not. Valtteri goes Sector 3, 30.643. No one drops into the 131s. Oh no, Albon. Valtteri takes official pole. Albon's lap time gets deleted. Valtteri takes official pole. Vettel takes P2. He'll be on the first. Vettel will be on the first line. Let's see if we can get a better start tomorrow. Verstappen goes P3. That's pretty dang close. 132.096 versus Vettel's 132.041. That is a very, very close race indeed. You've got Valtteri Bottas at a 132.029. First time ever on pole in Austin. Congratulations. That's awesome. So you got Leclerc. Where did Leclerc lose time? Definitely Sector 1. Yeah, 35. Yeah, so he lost out a lot of time there. Oh, sorry. No, they're on the cooldowns. I'll get that analysis out after this. But, yeah, Hamilton at an unimpressive P5. Let's hear Valtteri's celebration. Oh, he actually sounds excited. Can you guys imagine, though? What if Valtteri wins this race? Oh, yeah, man. Thanks, Pedro. Yeah, tell anyone you know. This will be really fun. As you can tell, I get really excited about this. But the race will be fun. The Data Viz will move a little different. It's just tough with the qualifying, just how it works out. But can you guys imagine if Valtteri wins this race? What does Lewis have to do? P8? He doesn't look that good. He's P5 all over the place. This will be fun. Make sure to watch this tomorrow. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Really appreciate it. That's it for this coverage. I'll stop there and I'll put out the review and the blog and the write-up. But to repeat, Valtteri Bottas P1, Sebastian Vettel P2, right next to each other, 132.029 versus 132.041. Verstappen P3, Leclerc P4. Not much at all separating those two. Hamilton P5, a very, very unimpressive P5, and is sitting pretty far behind his teammate. Alex Albon lap time deleted, but at a 132.548, doing his job in P6. You know, just doing what he's supposed to do. Carlos Sainz, not expecting a good weekend from McLaren, but they both go P7, P8. Best of the rest, looks really good for them. Daniel Ricciardo, I would say pretty silently goes P9 at a 133.488. You guys can read the rest of the chart. I'll leave it, but that was a really exciting session. Looking at the times drop, what we know for sure is this track does not rubber end. So this look at their tires. So this is going to be a interesting race. I would say that Alex Albon's going to have an interesting time. He's starting on softs, and we are going to see how that goes for them. So thanks for checking this out. I'll leave it there. You can check out the rest of the data itself if you want. I'll leave the underlying blog and the description below. I will see you guys tomorrow with chipper, sprightly, with a lot of energy, and ready to talk about the race. I'll probably go 30 minutes, live 30 minutes before. Yeah, so make sure to check this out. Yeah, this was Q3. So if you're watching the replay, this is Q3 that we just went through. But obviously there's Q1, Q2, Q3, the shootout. This is the full qualifying session. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the description in the comments section below. I will end the live broadcast of this, but you can check the replay anytime you want. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.